it turns out that we cultivate certain ways of being in the world. We cultivate our mathematical sensibilities, we cultivate our poetic sensibilities, and we cultivate our musical sensibilities. And these things turn out to be a matter of practice more than a matter of nature. All the students at St. John's take a year and a half of music. They do a freshman chorus, which is sort of fundamentals of music, and we introduce students to singing together. When I lead the freshman chorus at St. John's, I like to start singing in Greek so that everybody's on an equally uneven footing, that nobody knows, not uneven, uncomfortable footing. Nobody knows what language we're singing in, and nobody feels like they should be able to do something that we haven't practiced yet. So we all learn to sing together as a way of trying to think about how to have my voice fit into the context with other voices. It turns out singing together is a nice analogy for having a conversation with somebody. Then in the sophomore year, we study everything from medieval chant all the way to Stravinsky and Wagner and American jazz and blues traditions, and so there's a whole range of various musical idioms that we consider. Outside of the classroom, there are all sorts of opportunities for musical life at the college. There's a Wednesday group that plays sort of folk and Americana music that's made up of tutors and students and community members. There are often student bands that form of various kinds. Sometimes they're jazz bands. They're often folk rock, indie bands that practice outside my office in the basement of the Fine Arts building. So there are a number of practice rooms that the students have access to. There's a student on campus this year with a harp. There's a woman who performed in the Collegium, which are these sort of end of the semester musical performances where we get together to share both the choral stuff that we've been doing, but also any other sort of musical groups or solo acts that would like to sign up and perform. There was a woman who played the Chinese zither this time around, and we get instrumentalists. There have been clarinet soloists, there have been duets, folk songs, musical comedy. I've also led a number of sort of student-driven ensembles when they wanted faculty participation. So I had a jazz band for a while. We had I think that the horn section was a French horn, clarinet, and maybe a trumpet. We did covers of Miles Davis's Birth of the Cool album.